Do you think we should ever add another president? And if so, are there any of the presidents that we've lived through that you think have earned a spot?
No, I don't think we've had a statue earning president for a very long time.
What about FDR?
Oh, God, no.
No, we're not putting a fucking wheelchair guy up there.
Yeah, ew.
The whole chair.
I think we need a major war-winning president. Right? It would have to be
like FDR.
No, he didn't win the war.
Well, all right. Well, I'm not going to give Truman credit. You can't give.
He's my favorite president, dude. So he's the only one who does not have a college degree or military experience.
Okay, but LBJ had a bullshit degree. He's pretty close.
Yeah. Well, he did kill JFK, so I'll give him that. But Truman was like, the reason they picked him is because he was a retard from Missouri, and
sick.
Yeah, you got Taylor's vote.
So you're saying there's a chance.
They needed like a milquetoast idiot who had like no strong stance on anything. And it's funny as fuck because if you look, it's like he took over as president in Act 1. He's like, let's nuke Japan to circle back around again to this day in history. Well, yesterday, I guess, but shouts out. He if you listen to the speech, it's fucking hilarious because he's reading it, and it's not like how most people read where they're like, today is a day that will live on in infamy. Like he's like, the Japanese are glassed. We nuked those. It's good. Like you can barely fucking read. First act as president, blowing up an entire country.
I mean, that's a pretty, storming your way onto the political stage by nuking Japan twice.
Hell yeah.
And then still the only nuker ever. No one else has nuked.
You can't
nuke
put the R on that.
Yeah, nuka.
Yeah. Hopefully
I'm watching it right now. He's so matter of fact. He's like, that bomb had more power than 20,000 tons of TNT.
We have harnessed the power of the atom. I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
Is he the one who was annoyed by Oppenheimer being like, oh, now I am become Vishnu, creator of death and destruction, or whatever, and destroyer of worlds. And Truman's like, get this fucking fruit out of my office. This guy's like, you're not pressing the button. I'm pressing the button, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's in the movie,
and it's not
which I haven't seen, but I intend to at some point. I don't know what I'm putting it off for, but that scene's in the movie, and I think it happened. I think Oppenheimer felt pretty guilty about the whole thing.
Yeah, this guy's like incredibly lax talking about nuking Japan.
I don't think they had a good grasp on like what it meant. And maybe we have like look, my entire life, movies, television, politicians, teachers, adults have done nothing but fearmonger the nuclear weapon. Just make it sound like the worst thing ever. And like, I get that it is.
Seems pretty scary.
How is it though?
It seems that all those Japanese got fucked.
Yeah, but like, no, they did.
Hiroshima's still populated. Like
they're there now.
In my childhood, they acted like if there'd be a nuclear winter, there'd be global starvation. That like a bomb.
That's only with a full exchange, and the nuclear winter is created, and the fallout is all the cities burn. You target all the major cities in the world, they all burn, and those ashes go up, and that smoke is what's creating the nuclear winter. It's just blocking out the sun and making everything all cold. But the fallout was from fission bombs, irradiating all that dust and particulate, and then having that go up in the air and fall out over a populated area. But with modern fusion bombs, we don't have that same issue. It would still do the nuclear winter thing because we'd burn every major city on the planet if they both, shot all their missiles back and forth. We've got like 5,000 and Russia's got like 5,000, roughly, like something like that. Now, it used to be like 4 or 5 times that. Russia used to have like 25,000 ICBMs or something.
You're not that scared of nukes unless it's a full exchange.
I think the human population shouldn't be like afraid of being destroyed by all the nukes like in the movies, because it would take even if there was a full exchange, there'd be plenty of us left around on the peripheries. It would just be a shitty world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, hopefully that never happens.
But we could blow up a little city here or there, maybe a little demonstration nuke. Like back in the Korean conflict, or like maybe it was MacArthur or somebody, they wanted to create a nuclear fallout buffer zone between China and Korea. They're like, yeah, let's drop like, I don't know, 30 bombs, 30 nukes. nuke here, nuke there, nuke there. Just make a line of death and radiation between them.
The Japanese are so good at rebuilding stuff. I bet some of them were a little excited, where they're like,
so much to do.
It's a great opportunity. They rebuild their shit. Yeah. I mean, like how many years until like how many years was it until Nagasaki and Hiroshima were like nice again? If it's Japan, I'm guessing like 4 years.
China would do it in a weekend.
Zach,
Yeah, but they wouldn't replace the people, so it would just be a bunch of empty shit.
Show us modern day Hiroshima, Zach. I bet it's like a bustling metropolis.
Oh, well, I bet it's sick now. It's been
with neon skyscrapers.
90 years. Yeah, let's see.
I don't know, because I know we occupied them until like the 60s.
Really long time. We wrote their constitution, and it's still the constitution they use.
Yeah, because was that MacArthur?
It was.
Big dicked Hirohito.
Yep. He MacArthur's staff had to find Japanese libraries that hadn't been burned, so they could find copies of Western constitutions and use them as a basis to create the Japanese constitution. MacArthur and his staff wrote the Japanese country's constitution that is still used today in like a 3-day weekend.
Hell yeah.
And then made them sign it.
And it's clearly working out.
It's, doing all right.
They're not fucking, that's for sure.
I like that they kept this building shitty. Little reminder.
Don't act up. Remember what happened last time?
Don't get fucking crazy, guys. You guys in your zero planes flying into us.
I think what's always fascinating.
Pearl Harbor, all of our good ships weren't there that day, and it was only old crappy ships that they had. I mean, think how lucky we are.
You trying to make a conspiracy out of Pearl Harbor?
Absolutely not.
That we diverted important resources away from the area and ignored radar signals from the newly implanted stations on the island?
Kyle, if there was reams of evidence of that, I might suggest it, but that's not the case.
Look, all I know is the good guys won World War II, and I'm not going to hear your any more of your stories, Taylor.
That Norm
you
Macdonald
diverted a whole other river there.
The Norm Macdonald joke where he's like, I was flipping through this history book. Turns out the good guys win every time. The odds.
He had so many great bits. R.I.P. to Norm.
Amen.
Look, the winner of winners. He is King Solomon made carnate. It's
King Solomon was like good.
I meant Midas. He's King Midas made. Yeah, King. Well, I don't know. Solomon cut that baby in half.
He wouldn't have done it. He would
rip the plane in half.
Cut the girl in half. I get the bottom half. You get the top, Jeffrey.
I feel like we should be praising all the presidents who didn't give in to the temptation to sell pardons.
Jimmy Carter,
not the one who did.
Jimmy Carter couldn't handle Iran, but man, he sold that peanut farm to make things right and on the up and up.
It was probably not even a good fucking peanut farm.
How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Because he was shitting on the Missouri president earlier, and so I got to shoot back.
That is get on him.
I said he's my favorite president because he's retarded.
No, Kyle made fun of him.
Oh,
for being a brilliant round-faced Missouri man.
Look, there's only been one president from Georgia, and it was Jimmy Carter, and he had a peanut farm, and he ruined our relationship with Iran, and that's about all I know. The whole hostage situation. I know it was a one-term fucking bad president that nobody in my family ever had a nice thing to say about, but he did sell his goddamn peanut farm because it was the right thing to do.
My great grandpa, I had to do like an interview of like whoever my oldest family member was when I was in, I don't know, second grade or something, and it happened to be my great grandpa, who at the time was
checks out
almost 90. That does check out, and I had to like ask him about a president, and I was like, oh, he was around for Truman. And Truman was from Missouri. And so I'll ask him about that. And like, I don't remember the rationale, but he despised Truman. He thought he was a fucking loser. He hated him. He's like, I just wish, he's from Missouri, but I'd rather have no representation in the White House than that fucking loser. Like I don't remember any of the reasons, but he despised
That's how my father
Truman.
feels about Carter. He absolutely hates Carter. I don't know if it was because the economy did poorly under Carter or if it was the Iran thing or maybe both, but he has not forgiven Carter from the 70s.
That's so long ago.
Was that the gas shortage too?
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
during the Carter administration.
Yeah.
So
In the Iran
Hostages.
hostage situation.
Which he
Yeah.
spent his
Embassy rescue
entire
failed.
presidency correcting, and then the day that they released the hostages was the day that Reagan took office. So he took all the credit. He was like literally got off the plane as president, and he's like, "I'm your new president." And they're like, "The hostages have been freed." And he's like, "Yeah, I did that shit."
Oh, I would bet dollars to donuts, although that exchange rate's not so good anymore, that Reagan and his representation had gotten a hold of Iran and been like, hey, we'll work things out next week, right? All right, cool. like that's not a coincidence that the hostages came home. Trump
Ollie
did
North
similar things.
Did sell him missiles.
What did Trump take credit for that was mostly Biden? There was
don't know what we're
the
talking
last
about.
6
The
months have been a
economy.
fucking whirlwind of news stories. And
That's so they I'm sorry to change topic a little bit, but they sent the House of Representatives home so they wouldn't be voting on releasing the Epstein files anymore. They just wanted to buy 6 weeks. And 2 weeks ago, it was like, no way. 6 weeks from now, we'll still definitely be talking about the Epstein files. Doesn't that feel like the third story of the day right now?
it's simmering though. I don't think it's gone anywhere.
That's pretty.
Simmering's a good word. It's
Yeah.
not gone, but it was hotter 2 weeks ago.
I
I don't
see a
know.
lot of people online holding it, like being like, "Hey, fat ass, like you're supposed to be exposing this shit, and now you're like making nonsense up, like, oh, it's actually a Obama conspiracy," and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Obama
no, it
wrote
isn't.
the Epstein files, as he said that.
Yeah, he wrote the whole thing. It's all, and it's like, no, dude, no, your base. A lot of people who aren't like sycophants are not cool with this, and they want it released.